let me get this straight. You actually think Mars is our future? A dusty, frozen tennis ball that couldn't even keep a puddle of water? Today, we are looking at why Mars is the universe's biggest losers. But before I ruin your dreams, look at that red button.
Do not subscribe to this channel! I am dead serious!
This is for the intellectual elite, not for people who eat crayons.
Breakfast!
Most of you cannot even handle a simple push door when it says pull.
Sit there, feel the void, and let us roast Mars.
Let us start with the math, or as I like to call it, how Mars ruined its own life like a total cosmic amateur today.
A few billion years ago, Mars was actually beautiful. It had deep blue oceans, flowing rivers, and a very cozy climate. It was basically the California of the solar system. It had the real estate, the beach vibes, and the entire luxury package. But what did Mars do with this glorious setup? It threw it all away like a hopeless failure who lost his mind and wallet. It is like that one guy who wins the lottery, quits his job, and spends all his money on novelty socks and iguanas. Scientists look at Mars today and say, "Oh, look at the dry riverbeds. There was once water." Ah! Yes, and you once had a brain.
There was once good decision-making in human history, but look at it now. Mars is drier than your humor on a Monday morning.
It is a dusty, frozen wasteland. Mars is just a giant, rusty tennis ball floating aimlessly in the cold, dark space. And you want to live there? You want to pack your bags and move to a giant red lifeless sandbox like a lunatic? And you want to live there? You want to pack your bags and move to a giant red lifeless sandbox like a lunatic? The weather forecast there is dust, followed by more dust. It is the most boring, depressing place. You are not a masterpiece of evolution if you want to move to a planet that cannot even keep a tiny puddle of water.
Stay oxygenated on Earth, kids, because Mars is exactly where wet dreams go to die in the middle of nowhere.
Now, let us talk about why Mars is so incredibly embarrassing for the universe and every confused human.
To have a cozy planet, you need a magnetic field. It is a giant invisible shield protecting you from the sun's radiation.
Earth has one. Even Venus, the hellhole we roasted last time, has its own chaotic way of handling things.
But Mars said,
"A shield? I do not need a shield."
and just like that, the core cooled down and the field vanished.
It is like going to a dangerous sword fight with a wet noodle. Mars was never ready for the actual heat of life.
Because of this, solar winds stripped away the atmosphere, leaving nothing but rocks and dust. It is the cosmic equivalent of someone stealing your wallet and then stealing your pants while you are in the street.
Imagine living on a planet where the roof is missing and the only thing protecting you is pure hope and dust.
If Mars were a person, he would not wear a winter jacket in a blizzard and then complain that he is very cold. Brr, it's so cold! I'm freezing cold! You think your Wi-Fi is unstable? Mars's atmospheric pressure is so low that your blood would boil inside your body!
You would turn into a human pressure cooker! Sounds like a great vacation spot. Pack your bags, genius!
But wait, it gets even funnier when you look at the garbage you would be breathing on that pathetic planet. You think the air in a crowded subway car is bad? Mars's atmosphere is 95% carbon dioxide, which is poison. That is not air. That is the toxic exhaust of 1 million old broken diesel buses idling in a garage. You could not even light a match on Mars. Not that you would want to, because there is nothing to burn except dreams.
To make things completely ridiculous, the gravity is only 38%. You would feel light, but look very, very stupid.
That means you can jump really high. Wow, great! You can jump 3 feet and then land on your face in the rust.
You are not Superman, you are just an idiot with less gravity who cannot even walk straight like a drunk toddler.
Imagine trying to play basketball on Mars. You shoot the ball, and it floats away forever while you suffocate. It is not colonization, it is an extreme sport for people who really hate themselves and their lives on Earth. So, what is the final verdict? If Mars had a Yelp review, it would get half a star for having 0 basic amenities.
That half star is just because of the sunsets. The sunsets on Mars are blue, which is the only cool thing there.
That is the entire feature list. We spend billions sending rovers there just to take pictures of rocks and more red rocks.
Why did you send me to this dump? What did I do to you?
Humanity dreams of going to Mars. Elon Musk wants to build a city. Good luck building a city in a giant litter box.
Try building a house where the wind blows dust into every electronic device until it breaks and you start crying.
You have to use rocks as paperweights because everything else is broken. Mars is the universe's sign saying, "Do not come here."
You are just a rock, Mars. Just stay a rock. Do not pretend you can host humans ever again. You failed already.
So there you have it, the ultimate failure of the solar system. A classic cosmic dumpster fire that we still find interesting.
I told you at the beginning not to subscribe. If you are still listening, your brain is clearly as dusty as Mars.
Go back to your room, drink water without rust, and be thankful you have air that doesn't try to kill you.
I am Planet Snaps. Stay curious, stay savage, and stay on Earth. Peace out and try not to be a failure today.